Hello, friends, and welcome to 10 Points Under, where 10 points is how much we'd pay for a Klondike bar. My name's True.
And I'm Big Bullfrog.
Sweet.
Or Taylor.
Hello, Taylor. How are you today?
I'm doing well, True. How about yourself?
I am doing swell.
Swell?
That's right, swell.
Well, that
Sticking
sounds
with it.
swell.
Thanks, man. Anyway, what do we have in store for this video?
For this video, we have a great game, an incredible game, super game between Dysole and Kinseth. Both new players to our channel, players who haven't been able to feature before, but they're both really good players. This is taking place in the second round of the Reverse the Whip tournament that we've been casting and going through. We're finally on a new map. We're finally in a new round. I got a lot of games from round one, but this is the first one of round two.
Sweet. I see some very interesting names up in the wound markers.
Yeah.
Let's see, we got My Life as a Teenage Dragon and Buffalo Curie Wild Wings. Sweet.
Yeah, if you've ever wanted a little taste of Raylan, I guess that I guess if you're into Curie wings.
Yeah, I guess her nickname is Bacon, so that kind of counts, right?
That's very true. Very true.
All right, so this is the second round of the tournament.
Yep, second round of the tournament.
It looks like we have a new map, huh?
Yep, new map. This is Infected Glade by Panopticon, I believe.
Cool.
And we've got Dysole and Kinseth both won their first round games, and so like we've talked about, since this is Reverse the Whip and this is the second round, that means that they are both playing the army that their opponent brought. So Kinseth brought Othkrick, 3 squads of Greenscale Warriors, and Raylan to this tournament, and that is what Dysole is playing over on the left. Then over on the right, Dysole brought Raylan, 2 squads of Morrow Dividers, 2 squads of Roman Archers, and the Nakita Agents, and that's what Kinseth will be playing.
Very, very interesting. One army, very, very solid. Maybe not the best dragon, but definitely a good dragon to play with. And the other army, kind of a hodgepodge build.
Yep.
It should be definitely a pretty interesting match.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how it plays out. So this is the first game of the games that I've been recording that I don't know what it comes down to in the end. I know who wins because the tournament at this point is over and it's completely finished, so I know who's won and all that stuff. So I do know that. I don't know how this game goes though, because this is the point at which I decided, I can avoid spoilers if I put a shirt over the monitor when I'm recording games. So
oh, well, that's convenient.
Yeah, so I don't know what the last figures on the board are or anything like that, so I'm really excited to see how this plays out. I've been looking forward to this game for a long time for a lot of reasons. All I can suggest is to keep your eye on the chat box. It's going to get pretty cool, pretty wild.
Neat. And for the glyphs on this map, we have unique attack +1,
Yep.
+1 to D20 rolls, and Wynock. So
Yep, 3 glyphs.
This will be interesting. Well, with all that jargon out of the way, you want to start her up there, Taylor?
Yes, I do.
Cool. Kind of looking at the armies, I would say that Dysole kind of has an advantage here, since screen scales are pretty straightforward on how to play with.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid army, even with Othkirk being the weakest dragon. You throw Raylan into the army, and it's pretty good, just like any other army. The Splash army that Kinseth is playing, Dysole did take to GenCon and play in the main event with it. And she made day 2 with it, I believe.
Very impressive.
Yeah, so she played pretty well with it, but I also heard others call it the weakest splash army that made day 2.
Very interesting. Looking at order markers here on the left, it looks like our players have placed some very interesting names.
Yeah. So that's one thing that's always fun when you're playing or when you're watching a game with Dysole or playing a game with Dysole. She's really into coming up with whatever puns she can when placing her order markers. And sometimes it gets infectious to whoever she's playing with. And so you see Kinseth is doing it as well.
I would imagine. Ray Linguini is definitely a nickname I've never thought of for Raylan, personally. But I definitely approve. Can definitely appreciate a sense of humor, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, of course. It makes the game a bit more interesting and order markers all that much more unique. Also, I feel like it's probably a challenge to be able to come up with a new name for each order marker throughout the whole game.
I would imagine. I think whoever comes up with the best names throughout the game probably has the moral victory.
Definitely. Yeah, we'll be awarding an honorable mention to the, I don't know. I don't have anything to actually give them, but
best and most. We'll go with that.
Yep. What was that you cut out there?
The most punny award.
Ah, the most punny.
That's right.
I don't know. I'd like a prize that it seems like we put effort into.
I mean, this is an interesting bit. I think people can just accept it.
Okay. Accept our bits.
That's right. The bits are the awards.
Oh, maybe we just give them a bit of Bitcoin.
Oh, yeah. Well, isn't Bitcoin kind of expensive or something? I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. It was just bits, true bits. That's all I'm going for.
You know, internet. It's a
yeah.
thing. So, Kinseth, starting off with divide and conquer. I'm assuming those are the Morrow dividers.
Yep, that's correct. He's starting out trying to figure out how he wants to approach this. This is it's a pretty wide map, and it's not super straightforward as to how to get and maintain board control on it. You'll see Dysole, instead of keeping her green scales grouped around Othkrieg, has gotten a little split up in order to keep that board control, and now it's going to run Raylan out into just about the middle of the map.
Not Raylan, Raylinguini.
Raylinguini. Actually, I really like that one. Raylinguini.
Or AKA Buffalo Kiri Wild Wings.
Yeah.
It makes me chuckle every time.
I'm glad true.
Me too. It is pretty bold to bring Raylan up that far, though. If Kinseth has put another order marker on the Morrow dividers, he would be able to rush in on road to potentially get Raylan.
Right, yeah. He's going to go with Raylan, but yeah, not even just the Morrow dividers. Roman archers, Nikita agents could also shoot her just coming out of the start zone. So it is pretty aggressive placement for Raylan. That said, I mean, she could be trying to lure Kinseth into a trap.
That is very fair.
You know, I'm not entirely certain, but
also, you know what I think is happening? You
Yeah.
know what I think I'm happening is they are having an honorable battle between Raylans.
Oh, yes. No, that's something people need to do more often. If you both have the same figure in your army, you just need to use them and fight it out until one remains, and then play the rest of the game.
That's right. When you kill one, the other absorbs the power, and then you get 2 of that figure. That's how this game works.
Yeah, we need to develop that mode.
TM. I'm going to say it would be called Highlander.
Highlander?
Yep. Because there can only be one.
Gotcha.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I dig it. I support this.
I support this with every fiber of my being.
And Kinseth going for a more conservative placement with Raylan.
I mean, it's not very risky, but at the same time, I can't exactly fault him for trying to be more conservative with this Raylan placement.
Right. And the other thing to note is Kinseth definitely has more range going for him than Dysole does. Oathquake's special attack is only has 4 range, whereas all of Kinseth's ranged figures have 6 range, and so he can play the more defensive game.
Sorry about that. That was my co-hosts. They got very excited.
They tend to do that.
Still very excited. Just a moment. Well then. What a lovely. Yep.
I paused it, so I can turn that out a little bit.
Keep it going.
Keep going? Okay. Yep. And we're back.
So, interesting placement for Oathquake.
Yep, taking that center spot.
Probably going to go for an acid spray here. Would you go for the divider, or this is a pretty clean shot there at Raylan?
Yeah, I mean, well, you can shoot at Raylan and also hit the divider next to her.
Very true.
So yeah, I think actually Dysole is just now recognizing that she moved too far with Oathquake there. So she's going to fix that really quick.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, just moved 1 space too far.
Just a space too far. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So
Oathquake
not being able to get that far.
Yeah, that's too bad because that is a pretty good. I mean, it's pretty decent offensively, but it's also pretty powerful defensively as well because just having that high ground with Raylan right next door allows Oathquake to have a bunch of defense and just hold that center area.
Right. And with lurking ambush, Oathquake can just jump out at any moment and just get a huge attack down on a hero. So.
Right, yeah.
Ooh, and some pretty potent attacks there from Dysole.
Yep. Just the first one will count. She accidentally clicked it twice, but
still 2 skulls, not too bad.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
Pretty decent. All right. And is that Wynok glyph? Is that on road or?
That Wynok glyph, that is going to be just on rock. So you can't use the road to boost onto it. And Kinseth pointing out now that Dysole has, again, done an illegal placement. Since the loading glyph is on level 0 swamp instead of level 1.
Oh, yep, that is very true. And if we, even with moving Oathquake onto even ground, there would be out of range for Raylan.
Right, yeah. Dysole's just really trying to get an attack in, but it looks like she's not quite going to be able to do it, no matter how hard she tries. Boom. Yeah, I'm not seeing a way that she can get any attacks in. And so she'll go for a more defensive play. Just bring up Oathquake. Actually, I don't know that I love putting Oathquake on the swamp water. It lets her go for a lurking ambush if she really wants to, but I think that's kind of vulnerable and she might take some wounds, depending on where Kinseth's order markers are.
Very true. That said, I don't think Kinseth will be able to get any height attacks down on Oathquake without having to first fight through some green scales.
That is true. Well, I mean, like, if he brings up Nikita agents in a couple turns, he could be having some hide attacks.
Very
Although
true.
by that point, Dysole could have green scales all over the board and be defending all of it.
Yeah, now thinking about it, Dysole put Raylan in a pretty good position. And we're kind of foreseeing that Kinseth would bring Raylan up sooner rather than later, kind of has made an effective string for both Raylan and Othgrick here.
That's true, yeah. That's something I hadn't thought about, but yeah, that aggressive placement from Dysole really puts a damper on how Kinseth can develop his army and how effectively he can come into the middle, which is already going to be difficult because of his order marker management difficulties with that army.
That's right. And even though Kinseth has a bunch of range, he won't be able to get any or very many height attacks just because of road and just the placement in general.
That's true. We've got Kevindola coming in from the sidelines, giving some expert insights.
Along with Triple Frog there.
Yeah.
What a crazy chat room. This is very talkative, unlike some of the other games that we've been in.
It's
kind of it's a nice change of pace, if I do say so to myself.
It's nice when you've got some people having fun in the comments.
That said, you should have fun in our comments by sharing, and subscribing for more content.
Yeah, talk with your friends about what we talk about.
That's right. Talk with your words and not with your mouth.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Yep. Sticking with it. Just gonna, yep. Mm-hmm.
I accept it. It
has been a long day, and my mind is halfway turned off.
Just halfway?
You know.
I'm impressed, Drew.
What can I say?
Usually I'm running on like 25% on a good day.
Oh, well, you should pump that up to at least 10.
Wait, what?
What? You know, you should turn it down to about 10% because then you conserve more energy.
Gotcha.
Yep. Triple Frog chiming in saying this game shouldn't count because Raylan is involved. I'm inclined to agree.
Yes, but both sides have Raylan, so it's balanced.
Oh, so because there's two Raylans, it counts as a double negative, so it actually counts.
Right.
Right, okay.
Yeah, Raylan's a negative.
Now that I think about it, almost all of our games have had at least one Raylan, so.
Yeah, Raylan's pretty common in reverse the whip archetypes just because she makes bad figures better.
Weird. It's almost like she's very good or something.
Right, yeah. She's just a Raylan girl in a Raylan world.
Yep. Sticking with that one, huh?
I mean, for now.
Oh, okay.
I'll probably regret it later, I'm sure.
I mean, with all the puns that have been said this game, yeah, I don't blame you.
No, we need more puns, Drew. More puns.
More puns. All right. With the chat as lively as it is, I'm not quite sure. Are we still moving around? What's happening?
Yeah, Kinseth's trying to decide where he wants to go with the Nikita agents. Probably just looking for good shots on Othgrick while not completely opening himself up to the special attack, is what I'm guessing. That said,
it's not going well.
Right, yeah, it's just too hard. He doesn't have quite enough range. He's got figures in the wrong spots, and so he's just going to have to take a risk, open himself up to the special attack, and take some shots on Rothkrieg while he's on lower ground. Or take some shots on Raylan.
I mean, taking some shots at Raylan is not a terrible idea.
Yeah. It's always a really good feeling when you can take out your opponent's Raylan.
That's right. That said, Kinseth is going to have to win initiative here if he's not going to want to be in a very sticky position next round.
Yeah, this next initiative is going to be pretty big. More so for Kinseth than for Dysole, because Dysole's figures are safe enough on the whole that if she loses initiative, she's not too worried about it. But if Kinseth loses initiative, then he's pretty unhappy.
Very much so. And 1 wound on Raylan. First blood has been drawn.
Done, done, done.
Oh, but we're not done yet. Yep. All right. Well, that was quite the
riveting first round.
That's right. We'll see how order marker setup goes here. Again, reminding everybody that most original order marker names throughout the whole match, that will get the most punny award.
Yeah, so keep your eyes trained, and we'll have a big vote on it. We'll have a tournament of votes too.
Tournament of votes?
Yeah.
How does that work?
I don't know. You just you make brackets and you vote 2 names off at a time, and
okay,
it keeps going.
Or instead of a tournament, maybe a torrent of votes.
Oh man.
That's right. It's so torrented that yep.
Mm-hmm. Just yep.
Yep. Just yep. Lots of yep going on. All right.
Yeah, Kinseth really shows the difference between the armies right now. Last game that we talked about, we had 2 splash armies going against each other, and so both players were thinking a lot about their order markers. This time, Dysole has really easy order marker placement, and Kinseth has to struggle with, which of his figures to use. The other problem being that, again, he doesn't have many squads of his squad figures, and so he does. It's fragile. He's got to make sure his decisions matter. He does take initiative though.
We got green onions, green sleeves, green card, and Raylan burger cheese.
That's a bacon cheeseburger, right?
I would imagine so. Then we also have Divide, Nikita Akita, and then Nikita Choppers.
Dysole running out of puns already?
Quite the taunt. Oof.
Yep.
Hits him right where it hurts. Not afraid to go for the throat. Warfare.
Yeah, that's how Dysole gets you. She gets better puns than you, and makes you start to feel bad about yourself.
That's right. You're you're losing the moral battle, so it makes you lose worse. Trying to figure out if they have line of. It does not look like that's the case.
Yeah, well, that one's kind of tricky because he could maybe see through the big hole in the hive.
Potentially, but
depends if Othkrieg is sticking up enough.
Othkrieg is on level 1, where they're on level 4. So
right,
I can't
so
imagine
you're looking down through it.
Dysole saying, I don't really care.
I mean, it goes through the hive, but even more taunts. She doesn't care where his attacks come from.
All right, kevindola saying fire away. Seems that there is a consensus.
Yep, kevindola is one of the judge types ruling clarification dudios.
A dudio, huh?
Yep, he's a dudio, not a coolio, a dudio.
Is that similar to a? Is that similar to a?
To a what?
To a big duty?
A big duty?
Yep. Because he's a dudio.
It is a big duty to be a big dudio.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains a lot.
Yeah. But Dysole does make a good point. It's a big dragon. It's pretty hard to hide. Even with, I mean, Othkirk is the smallest of the dragons, but he's still a pretty big dragon.
Is it though? What or one might make an argument for maybe Molten Claw.
Oh, okay. I guess Molten Claw and Othkirk are about the same size. If Othkirk was standing up, then he'd be Molten Claw size.
Molten Claw sized Othkirk. Yep.
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 Uh-huh.
Affirmative.
Asking that dude can make it up.
I
do believe so.
Questions in this game.
Well,
no.
Takes,
let's see. If that's a
takes 4 or 5 movement to go up over the other side of the wall.
Yeah, she can make it. Exactly. That's exactly 5 movement.
Pretty gutsy move. Some green scales would be able to take out that Nikita agent.
Yeah, well, but the Nikita agent doesn't have to be too afraid of green scales because she does have 5 defense with Raylan sitting right there. And she also does have engagement strike. Yeah, so if any green scales try to propose to her, she's just gonna smack that ring right back in their face.
That's right. Gotta appease the queen.
Yeah, it's gotta be a YouTube worthy engagement or it don't fly.
Don't fly whatsoever.
Luckily, all of the engagements on this show are going to be YouTube worthy. So
Really?
Yeah, man, let's go to YouTube.
Oh boy. Straight to YouTube. Not even a VHS release. Yeah, lots of technical questions happening in the chat.
Yeah, that happens depending on certain players look more for the technical things in order to get an edge. I think especially in this game, Dysole and Kinseth are both really good players and both don't really want to lose an edge that they could take. And so, yeah, they're just looking for those small ways to get value.
I mean, if they're looking for an edge, they should just listen to more Panic at the Disco or Fallout Boy. Am I right?
No, true. We don't associate those.
Are we not talking about edgelords right now?
Yeah, we can't promote that. It's a little too edgy for our. We're trying to do a.
Gotcha. I need to tone it down. Got it.
Yeah. Restrain yourself, True. This is no longer high school.
I could make myself believe it that way though.
I know you miss high school, True.
No, please no. Don't make me go back.
Okay. Another flaw in Kinseth's plan is that the Nikita agent, while having enough move to move up that wall, does not have the height to move up that wall.
Interesting.
Yep. Again, just another technical question. And it gets a little bit more difficult to figure these out when it's online. That is one of the more difficult spots of online play is you don't have the 3D map to just count the spaces and be like, oh, that's this many high.
Very true. Very true. Especially harder to check line of sight that way as well.
That is true as well.
I know when I'm looking down on the board, trying to get shots in, I sometimes don't check line of sight when I probably should.
Yeah, true. You check that line of sight more.
I know, I'm just the biggest of cheaters.
I know you love winning and all, but gotta chill.
I just have such
Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry, that needed to happen.
It's okay. It happens from time to time.
Yeah, my nose was just talking to me.
Someone's thinking about you.
I sure hope so. Unless they're creepy. Then don't think about me.
Well, I don't know, True. Do you think I'm creepy?
Yes.
Oh. Oh. I'm still thinking about you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
Dysole saying, thanks, Frog. Could call you Nathan, but that's too much. When his actual name is Triple Frog, but I mean.
Right, yeah. I mean, so technically it should be Frog, 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 but.
Kevindola also pointing out that it's less letters than the follow-up sentence.
Triple Frog!
And we get called out.
Man, it's like you were listening.
They're listening to our content. It's so beautiful.
Hey, that's a good point. You think Triple Frog can triple jump?
Well, it depends. Is Triple Frog a three-headed frog, or does he have 6 legs?
Oh my gosh. 3-headed frog with 6 legs?
Yep.
You know, why not both?
If it's both, then he definitely can triple.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, no. The Triple Frog, definitely just 3 frogs standing on top of each other in a trench coat.
Oh, yeah, of course. He is trying to mistake himself as an adult frog.
Yeah.
Oh, and apparently his name is actually Superfrog, in which case it is definitely Triple Frog.
Right. Yeah.
Ooh, ouch. And Othric taking quite a bit of moons here.
Dang, yeah. You know, while we're doing a little Triple Frog bit, Othric, yeah, just took 4 wounds. Holy cow.
Oof. Apparently the Super Frog puns here given Kinseth quite the motivation he needed to kill Othric.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because out of joy or out of rage, but I'm gonna go with joy.
I'm gonna assume both.
Raging joy?
Raging joy.
Or joyous rage.
That's a fair point. That's a very aggressive movement for a 1-life Othric, but
that's true. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why Dysole is going there other than just to get, because she definitely wants to attack the divider that's by the Nikita and Raylan so that she can hit all 3 of those.
Yes, no doubt. But couldn't she have hit 1, 2, 3? Oh, would have had to move 1 space.
Yeah, that 4 range is pretty rough, and actually she's just going to go and engage 2 Nikita agents.
Is she looking to do a lurking ambush on this? This
I guess.
Whoa, going for the big old yeet here.
Yeet. What's a yeet?
Well, you see, Taylor, it is a form of throwing that involves just trying to throw as far as you can. The opposite of this would be considered a Kobe, which is trying to be as accurate as one could be.
Oh. Right.
Yep. And this has been your meme reports by Trubertington. That one. Sticking with it.
I allow it.
Sweet.
We need to make that just a regular segment.
What would be the segment name?
Meme report with
Trubertington. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Trubertington. That's the one I'm sticking with.
Okay.
Yep. Woo, buddy. Oh, and Kinseth almost getting that engagement strike. I'm sure Dysole was sweating bullets with that.
Woo. Superfrog talking to himself. So how do you spend your Tuesday nights? Oh, watching board games online and making jokes with people I kind of know through the internet. Dude, wait, true. It's Tuesday night.
It is a Tuesday night.
It is Tuesday night as of our recording.
One might say this is live, but it's actually not.
It's not. It's several weeks after the fact. It was just meant to be.
This is perfect timing. Oh, dang. Dysole is punned.
I don't know where Dysole gets that button.
I'm kind of jealous.
Right? Me too. Because I know where the done button is, but I've never been able to find the punned button. Hey, Dysole, if you watch this, comment in the comments below and tell me where to find your punned button.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something that she personally has somehow, because she's the only one I've ever seen use it.
It's pretty epic. I like it quite a bit. But that was a pretty good turn for Dysole, taking out almost all the Nikita agents.
Yeah, taking Kinseth down to 1, and that one Nikita agent, you can never doubt one figure of anything, blah, 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 blah. But, one Nikita agent that's tied down by a dragon isn't going to do much. That said, Kinseth does now have 2 attacks on Othkrick. Only needs 1 wound to end his life as a teenage dragon.
Very, very true. That said, Dysole has almost all of her green scales on road now, so we'll be able to get to places very easily.
That's true. And huge, Othkrick just lived both of those attacks. So
it's almost like, wow, so did that green scale.
Yeah,
woo,
wow,
buddy.
Defense. Holy cow, from D for Dysole, D for defense, and now she gets an acid spray on those 3 figures right there. That is big. And they're outside of Raylan's aura. And she rolls 1 skull.
Yeah, 1 skull.
I mean, 3 defense.
Not the best.
Yeah, it was
might
really
kill 1. Might kill 2.
Yeah.
We'll see how these defense rolls go.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad now because I was really hyping up that attack.
Yeah, that was. You should be a hype man for a living there, Taylor.
Oh, she's gonna roll 4 dice.
4 whole dice.
Oh, Kinseth blanks.
Well, there goes the Nikita agent.
Oh, what's gonna go on with this divider? He could blank again. He could blank it.
Oh my gosh!
No. Oh, but it divides, so it's safe.
Oh man, that rough luck. Rough luck.
Oh man, game intensifies.
The game. The Nikita agent comes back. That was some. Oh, but there's no. Oh, never mind. If you divide without any dividers on destroyed, does it just negate the wounds?
Yeah, it still negates the wounds. So. Yeah, you don't bring anybody back, but it still survives the attack, which is.
That's a bummer.
Dysole for getting to take a turn with the Green Scale Warriors after that explosive turn. You know, acid spray attack, that kind of sounds like a sneeze.
It does kind of sound like a sneeze, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's a sneeze that can hit 3 figures.
That is exactly what Dysole was going for. Just a big old sneezeroonie right on that Nikita agent, which it worked. Now, Dysole is just going to have to figure out how to get some green skills in for some more attacks. Though it takes Loden, or not Loden, Wynock, so.
Yeah, Wynock will help a bit. Kinseth doesn't have any really great places to put wounds for Wynock because all of his figures are important to his army. So Wynock's a really good glyph for Dysole to take. That said, important question: is Baxies a Pacific sling? I say Baxies.
I say no, takesy backsies. Yeah, I would imagine that is some decent slang right there.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're nowhere close to the Pacific. Okay, just curious.
So that was order marker number 2 for both players.
Yep.
Oh,
oh no!
Oh no!
Oh,
Dysole
no.
just stole a turn. That is brutal.
From the Nikita Akutan. Oh no, they're not on the board.
Great observation from kevindola.
Man, we need to get him to commentate with us.
There are none on the board. I can only agree with you there.
Although, Kinseth mentions he can't move those Gorilla-nators. He never used his Gorilla-nator movement bonding.
Yeah, what a punk. Could have got in there.
Definite misplay on his part.
Oh, and Dysole taking back, move, trying to figure out the most optimal of moves.
Yep, doing all the maths, running all the stats.
That's a very interesting move there. Trying to get on even ground, I would imagine, so the divider can't divide.
Okay, wait, no, going for a different high spot. Okay, now I see what she was doing. I was pretty confused by that move.
Yeah, I was a little bit confused there.
Okay, now we're good. Because now she still gets the Lizard King bonus, but is in a better spot to defend autocorrect / also be able to attack when.
Sheesh. Dysole.
All the skulls.
Ah, yes, kevindola clarifying. And also rectifying his mistake.
Yeah, clarifying his clarification.
Yep. All right.
Solid.
Solid indeed.
And no division, and that's down a squad of dividers. Kinseth now only has 1 squad of dividers and 2 squads of Roman archers remaining. Roman archers, decently versatile. Ranged figures, not that great.
Yeah, not the best, but could still potentially pull through here.
There's a wound from Wynock coming in at this point. I think
goes on Raylan, right?
I don't know. I'd maybe kill that archer that's in the back corner.
That's very fair as well.
Just because they only have 4 moves, so it's going to take a long time for that one to get out of the start zone. Yeah, I don't know. Like if Kinseth can put that final wound on Othkaric, then I think there's some hope because then he's just working against some low stat green scales, but even then, I think the order marker efficiency from Dysole is pretty good.
Yeah, and if Dysole can keep control of the why not glyph for a while, that's gonna add up over the turns. That said, you can just use Raylan as your Wynock balloon, I guess you'd say.
Balloon?
Yeah. You just blow her up with some Wynock wounds.
Yep.
Sticking with it.
It's official, folks. Figures that you bring to soak up Wynock wounds are now your Wynock balloons.
Yep. And doing exactly as I thought. Put it right on Raylan. Because she is a Wynock balloon.
Yep. Yes, she is. And Raylan just has so many uses. Give defense to your army. Be a balloon.
Good beat stick.
Yeah. I mean, flying with 6 move, that's usually 4 attack.
Put right on Ray. Although Ray Linguini is still probably my favorite name for Ray.
Yeah, I really like Ray Linguini. I don't know. What about Ray Lingering Doubts?
Oh, Dysole, you're getting more and more entertaining as I watch you make puns with your figures.
Kevindola saying we're having some exciting banter right now.
We got Roman with the homies and Win in Rome.
Okay.
And then we
divide by 5, divide by 6.
And Roy Green Hilt, Green Peppers and Green Thumb, and Ray Lingering Doubts. Oof, that's a tough one.
Yeah. My vote still goes to Ray Linguini, though.
Ray Linguini. Oof. That was such a good one.
It's probably my favorite so far. I like Roman with the homies.
Roman with the homies is good. Trying to figure out the best placement for Othgrick to try to acid spray.
Yeah, I'm probably just going to take a shot at Raylan. Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, 2 skulls.
And he could blank. He could blank true. He could blank.
He could blank.
He could roll 0 shields.
Last time you hyped it up, he blanked twice. So.
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
Taylor, you're manipulating this game from the future.
I know.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Yeah, me neither. Sorry for future jinxing you, Kinseth.
Yep. This is now canon. Any commentary that tries to hype up will just make the game come true from the future.
Yep.
See, you didn't hype it up, so he was able to block that one.
That's true.
Very nice.
Yep. Kills that. I don't even have to hype that one up. That Roman only has 1 defense, so that one dies.
Yeah. Outside of
Raylan's, but he still blinked. Now we're gonna take a trip to Rome. I really want to know where that button is.
There has to be like a custom button for it, right?
Something like that. A superfrog.
Superfrog. When I grew up, I really wanted to have my username in the chat box of a board game that was then uploaded to YouTube. And he's made it. Yep. You've made it, my friend.
Superfrog, you've made it. You're here.
You made it, my dude.
You're now a part of the 10 points under canon.
Yep.
Oh, you.
Oh, all right. Wow. That's okay. Apparently, he was born as a full-grown frog. That was oof. Dysole mentioning that she was born. YouTube was invented when she was 5, or in 05.
You know,
My
5.
bad.
Yeah, that's so weird to think about how recent YouTube is.
Wow. That would make me.
No, don't say it true. You're gonna make me feel old.
You right. You right.
Wait, 05? Crap, I can't do that much math right now.
Uh.
14 years ago?
I was a number of years old.
Well, let's see. I would have been 13. And you're what, 3 years younger than me? 4 years younger than me?
I would have been 11, 12.
Oh, hey, speaking of how old True is, guys, when this thing comes up onto YouTube, wish True a happy birthday.
Yeah, it'll be right around my birthday or something.
Yeah, the day of or the day after. I don't remember what exactly it is, but
Oh,
day
thanks.
before maybe.
Thanks,
What?
friends.
Whatever.
Not remembering my own birthday.
Thanks, Fred. Well, whatever. You broke up with my sister, so bleh.
I mean, whoa. Didn't know we were getting into this today, but all right.
Well, you know, it's YouTube. We gotta
Yeah.
share all our stuff.
Now, are we drama YouTubers now?
Oh yeah. Of course.
Oh,
Always. Always
okay.
have been.
Well, you tipped over my salt shaker.
I did.
I don't know. I was just trying to be dramatic or something.
Well, Jules likes me more than she likes you.
Well, let's be fair. Jules does not like anybody more than anybody else. She equally hates everybody.
That's true.
That's very true. And this has been your witty banter for with 10 points under.
Tune in next time for more.
Some witty banter about there being a conga line of green skills. Riveting. Just riveting.
Yeah, trying to figure out how those Roman archers are able to get their attacks off.
I'd imagine you just go with a couple shots individually, right?
Yeah, Kinseth was looking to try to be able to get his special attack off on Othkrick, I'm guessing. But
that green scale conveniently placed so that's not happening.
Yeah. And so, yeah, definitely better to go for individual shots, try to clear out that front green scale. And, you know, maybe if he's lucky, get a shot on Othkrick. I don't know about grouping up right there, though. That's a great spot for Othkrick to just spray.
Sounds like a recipe for some acid spray right there.
Yeah.
Maybe thinking about taking that movement back.
Yeah, I think because he really wants to get out of the start zone. But his archers are slow, and there's a green scale on the way, and there's a dragon. So
yeah, not looking great for Kinseth right now.
Yeah, he's in a pickle.
And you have to admit the only reason this happened was because Dysole risked it for the biscuit on that Nikita agent with Lurking Ambush.
It's true. Yeah, I mean one life left on Othkrick. I think most people would have tried to save Othkrick and used him to boost the green skills more. But taking out that Nikita agent and then getting more attacks in from that push, it's just really, really good. It's paying off.
Being defensive. Just gotta risk it for some biscuits. Am I right, my dudes?
You're so right, True. I mean, like, and it's true. Like, when you've got, it's tough because when you've got like specifically a dragon that's boosting your green scales, I know a lot of people want to save that dragon, especially when it gets weak. But I mean, if you're down to 1 life, he's gonna die anyway, even in Raylan's aura. So it's better to just like go for that swing and try to pull things into your favor than to play defense, especially with a dragon that only has 4 range with its special attack. All right, 3 skulls.
Oh, definitely. Blank, 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 blank. I don't know why I'm rooting for the blank here. That doesn't make any sense.
You just want to see the damage done.
Oh, I mean, like, yeah.
Oh, Kinseth pointing out that he could extend the attack and hit the greenie as well.
I mean, that's the more polite thing to do, I suppose.
Yeah, equal treatment of the targets. Not quite a blank, but I appreciate your hype, Drew. I was wondering to see how it went.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely influenced that defense roll by chanting.
Yeah, you got it lower. Kinseth almost completely blocked it, but thanks to you, he had Raylan die. So
Yep.
Yay.
Yay. Oh, 0 skulls from the first attack with Dysole.
Yep.
Accidentally
forgetting about her second attack.
Accidentally.
No.
Kinseth just gonna roll with it.
Or just having mercy on Kinseth, possibly. And Kinseth is gonna divide by 6.
Not divide by 0 though.
Yeah, well, yeah, no. We don't want to break this game.
What? Why not? Isn't that the goal?
No, True. Wait,
Oh.
why doesn't he move that divider onto even ground?
Because he doesn't need it, clearly.
Maybe he's trying to hide? Question mark. Maybe he's trying to keep away from Othcrick.
Potentially.
Question mark. I don't know. I think at this point, he just kind of needs to push out of his start zone and go as aggressive as possible. He is his way through some green scales. He killed 2.
That said, Othcrick has a good sneeze right on that divider in the middle of those 2 Roman archers.
That's very true, yeah.
I don't know if Dysole will go for it. Looking not to.
Yeah, at this point where Dysole is in the lead, she can afford to hang back with Othcrick since she doesn't have Nikita agents breathing down her neck who could chase Othcrick down and gun him down.
That makes sense.
Also can just hold Wannock for, the rest of the game and just win that way. I'm guessing, though, let's see. Yeah, this is Dysole's last turn for the round. So I'm guessing she's just trying to get a little bit more positioning. Beginning of next round, move up Raylan a bit to cover a larger push into the Kinseth start zone. Because, I mean, having Raylan in your army is great and all, but if you just leave her behind, then what's the point?
Fair enough. Can respect that. I would be kind of tempted to move a green scale up to get that height attack down on that divider.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
But can respect trying to get your figures more well positioned.
Right. I'm guessing Dysole probably also doesn't want to play too much into the potential for a divider comeback by, if she went too aggressive this past turn and say had attacked the dividers and they had gotten a couple of lucky divides, then the game would get flipped pretty quickly because that's a lot of dividers and Dysole would be stretched out.
Very true.
So dividers do allow for Kinseth to come back into the game, and you can't just ignore that.
Oh, definitely not. Having it, we saw that in our last game. where the Mara Warriors almost made a comeback just by water cloning a bunch. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dysole has already risked it for the biscuit once this game. I guess she can play a little bit more preserved.
Yeah. Mainly it's Kinseth's turn to look for a big risk to swing himself back into the game.
I would have to say you'd have to try to kill Othgrick, right?
Yeah, I mean that's the only way that Kinseth is able to take this.
Though I don't think Kinseth can actually get into range with her with his archers.
Yeah, yep, and that's the other problem. That green scale is still clogging things up. That's probably why Dysole ran that green scale in instead of the other one to get the height attack on the divider, in order to just keep the Romans from getting any pot shots in and getting lucky with them. Just really good board awareness from Dysole on the whole.
Good puns, good board awareness. Very well played.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the pun's doing more work here than the board awareness.
Oh, of course.
But, I mean...
The puns are what have shaken Kinseth's confidence in himself. Kind of curious if Kinseth goes for the special attack here, though, on this lone green scale, just to make sure it dies.
Looks like it. Or maybe he's going for individuals. I think if I had all of them like that, I probably would have gone for the. Well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess if he kills the green scale with this first attack, then the other two could shoot the green scale on height in the middle of the board.
Very true.
But Dysole's going to say no to that plan.
Yeah, Dysole is just going to block almost all these attacks. Yeah, did I say almost? I mean all of them.
Yeah.
Hot dog.
And that's another Wannock.
You almost have to take care of one of your archers, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, like you could go a little bit more risky and go for the divider since the divider can come back, but I think I would have taken that archer too. The problem is that now if Kinseth loses one more archer, he can't use the special attack anymore. But
Very true.
I think at this point, especially after not killing that green scale with 3 attacks, I think he's given up on the archers and he's probably going to go heavy into the dividers. Hope for some 17s. Hope to divide by 17. Why didn't he use that? But
probably because it's a 15 plus, right?
It's 17 plus.
I know that. I was just making sure you knew that.
Okay. I think it's true.
You're welcome. I'm just a pal. Just making sure that everybody knows what they're talking about, because I certainly do.
Yeah, you do.
Good old Trubert knowing how the rules of the game works.
Trubert reads the rules for fun.
That's completely accurate. 100% Daruni. But don't take my word for it.
You can read the rules too.
Yep. On Heroscapers.com.
Somewhere in the download section.
Yep. Good talk.
Okay, so let's see. Let's pass some judgment on some more word marker names. We've got divide.
Not as good as duel, but I could respect it.
Well, but it's got to be divide so that you know who he's talking about.
Well, right. Are you not entertained? I can only assume is the Roman archers.
Mm-hmm. Divide, I
Um,
say divide. Okay.
okay, all right. And then for Maximus, and then Dysol's names, we got fried green tomatoes. Hmm?
Interesting. Fried green tomatoes, is that a thing?
I think so.
Okay.
Ray Lincoln logs.
Okay, I think the
Uh,
Raylan ones in general are just my favorites.
yep, they're good. Yikes. A 19 from Dysol for initiative.
Yeah.
Could this be the end for Kinseth? Our underdog story?
It could be. I mean, those archers are right next to each other, just begging for Othkrick to sneeze on them.
Dysol not understanding the puns for the order markers, asking for some clarification.
It's a good idea to clarify that stuff. She's going to go for a more conservative play and go for the divider, which is probably a better thing because those archers are, tied up with a green scale at the moment, and they're apparently not really going anywhere.
Oh, definitely not. Kinseth poking fun, saying somebody needs to brush up on their Roman Coliseum movies. And respectfully blocks that attack as well.
Yeah, you can see that he's getting a little bit more high ground with his references, having caught Dysole off guard a little bit.
That's right.
Bringing a
Everybody
little
knows
bit more inspiration to his dice.
a good pun can set anybody over the edge.
It's true.
Very interesting. Deciding to bring another green scale up rather than engage those two dividers.
Yeah, I think that's because that one green scale on the road could hop onto the level 2 height and attack down on that divider.
That would be my first instinct to do, but
Yeah, because that would also tie them up. And then like next turn, if the green scale survives, if that's a pretty big if because the dividers do have decent attack. But if it survived, then you could use Othkrick to attack the green scale and hit both of the dividers.
so I think Dysel is actually using the green scale on the glyph as bait here.
Oh, really?
Because if she moved the green scale up to engage those two dividers, yeah, she would be able to get one attack down. But if using the one on the glyph as bait could potentially get multiple attacks down on a couple of dividers, I think, depending on how Kinseth decides to do this.
That's true. Yeah. Kinseth's just gonna go for the Romans though.
Interesting play.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have risked that just because
they are clumped up like that.
That's true. Is he going to risk the disengagement attack?
That seems pretty gutsy.
Yeah. If it works, it could be good though. I don't know. He's facing a lot of defense. Either way. I wonder if he. I wonder if he's going to go for a volley on Raylan. Potentially. That'd be 3 disengagement attacks if he goes through with that plan, though.
Potentially risking it for the biscuit here.
Yeah, but we saw what happened with that earlier for Dysole.
Very true. Very true.
But that's a huge risk. That's 3 chances for Dysole to get a skull and just completely ruin that plan.
Yeah, just completely neuter that special attack on Raylan.
Yeah. All right, he's trying it for the first one.
Kindly asking for the disengagement. That is,
Yep, and that's a dead Roman.
Dead Roman.
Biscuit
Did not
denied.
work out.
Greenscale not willing to let.
Moved a bit too many for that. Right?
That one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, that's fine.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the wrong spot.
Killing a Greenscale? Maybe. Dysole could blink. Dysole could blink right now. Right? Nope. Doesn't work on Dysole.
You had too much power and you wasted it. Wasted it. Potentially taking out Othgrick here?
Yeah. And I think that's the shot. Just taking out a Greenscale just doesn't do enough.
No. Limiting the number of attacks Dysole can make is pretty important, I would imagine.
Yeah. And it's Bard v Smaug. Smaug.
Ah, shoot. Let's see what happens.
I get it.
Because they're shooting an arrow.
Yeah, at a dragon.
Oh, dang.
Oh, 2 skulls.
On 6 defense. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, okay, yeah. Dysole blinks it. Or, sorry, blocks it. But,
easy.
I mean, if Kinseth had killed Othgrick there, that would have changed the game a lot.
You think so? That's still a lot of Greenscales versus...
I mean, yeah, I think it's still edged Dysole by a good amount, but just the way that Dysole would have to play the game and finish it out would have changed.
Oh, well, that would potentially be a dead divider, and it is a dead divider.
Mm-hmm.
Good talk.
All right, finally going in for it. Moving that Greenscale in. Already has one in the start zone, and then gonna move up another one. Yeah, Dysole just doing a really good job of keeping the Greenscales pretty relevant, making sure she's not stuck with a bunch in her start zone.
Yeah, I can definitely respect the nice roll up she's done with the Greenscales.
Yeah.
People have a strong tendency to string out their figures and leave themselves defenseless in the middle part of the game.
Yeah. It's always sad when that happens.
Kinseth saying, this is what happens when you divide by 0.
Gotta be more careful than that, man.
Them Roman archers, though. Oof. Is this Greenscale finally going to die?
Potentially. Oh, yep, it does.
It's about time. The indestructible Greenscale holding down the line of archers is now dead.
Yep.
That said, there's only 3 figures left on the board on Kinseth's side.
Yeah. Only 1 divider remaining, so he only got a turn with 1 figure right there. I mean, like, this could very well be the last turn.
So the question is...
never mind, because Dysole can't reach the last divider, so there's going to be at least 1 more turn.
That said, if it is on the dividers or is it on the archers?
Oh, that's true. Well, either way, yeah. So Dysole just killed the last Roman archer and has Wannock. So whatever Kinseth does, unless Dysole rolls a 1 on Wannock at the end of the round, Dysole wins.
Very true. if anything, this just shows the true power of being punny.
Yeah.
The true power.
You would know about that true power.
Yep. Oof. And not even letting up a little bit. Not even letting Kinseth get that last green scale.
Yep. And there's the 16 to win the game. Whatever. It was a good game.
It was definitely a good game. Very, very good game from both of our players here. Lots of puns made, some good banter going back and forth.
Good
That's all
times.
you can really hope for in a game like Heroscape.
Yep. Good chat in the box. Good crowd watching. But yeah, Kinseth's right. He put a lot of wounds on Othcrick in round 2, right? Beginning of round 2, but then just was not able to put. Heck, did he even get any more attacks on Othcrick? He got a couple.
I think he did
That's
get
right.
a couple.
Yeah, he had got the 2 dividers that were able to come at him up in the corner.
Yeah, but for
And
defense,
Dysole
Dice
blocked
was able
those.
to block him.
Yeah, and then after that, Dysole just played a really, really good zoning game, keeping the archers away from the dragon so that Kinseth couldn't get ranged attacks. The Nikitas were dead soon after that, so they couldn't add anything to the game. Yeah, just great. Overall, I mean, just really impressive board control and zoning from Dysole.
Very well done. I am very impressed. Especially with her puns and her memes.
Yep, puns, memes, A++.
A++. 2 thumbs up on Yelp. Would recommend. All right. Well, that is going to be our game for this evening. Taylor, any final thoughts? Riveting. Just riveting.
You know, true.
Mm-hmm.
The world is riveting.
Yep, I was waiting for it. Just like anticipating that little one-liner you always say. Excellent.
Hey, you know, it's a meme at this point. We've got to embrace the memes.
Well, if Dysole has showed us anything, that is absolutely correct.
Embracing memes equals win.
That's right. All right, guys. Well, I have been your host, True Murray. And this has been my co-host,
Big Bullfrog / Taylor.
That's right. This has been 10 points under. We're going to leave you guys tonight. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for some more content and stuff.
Yep, all them buttons. Push all them buttons.
At once. Like, if you don't press them all at once, then it might not work. So if you do it all at once, either your computer will explode or it'll get a good ding out of the YouTube notifications.
Yeah. So, yeah, take care of that.
Yeah. Watch out. Computers can be bad. Anyway, we will see you guys all next time. See you later, guys.
Bye, guys.